Okay, welcome to day one of my Thanksgiving. First off, I want to thank God for this year. This year was tagged by faith, and my journey into this year started last year. Okay, I think it was sometime in November. We were at a meeting. I think it's in the God Life Abuja Church, when Pastor Chintok said, "Okay, this year would be our year of, will be declared the year of faith, by faith." You know, and then sang over and over again. There's this song, "Lead us, Lord, into a life of fruitfulness. Prepare our hearts to rest again as we trust, taking simple steps of obedience. We know you will lead us, Lord." Okay, so we sang that song over and over again at that meeting. So I started envisaging the next year, and the first thing that hit my heart was uncertainty, because I had a very, very funny 2024. I wouldn't say turbulent, I would just say I did a lot of risking in that year. A lot of things I did, a lot of permutations and calculations that some didn't fall through. So I wanted to just find a shell and just enter in and lock up. But I started contemplating the matter. How do we advance? Like, it takes a lot to risk, and then listen to the song. Like, you want to listen to that song. I think I'm going to play the song in the background of this video. We remember the good things that happened, but we also remember the pain. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to risk again. Once we entered into 2025, it was declared, it was our year was by faith, advancing by faith. There was a statement that Pastor Shintok made. It said that it's an announcement. It quenches the sound of doubt, and it ushers in a tide of mighty works. It was our year of mighty works. So in my own little corner, in my own little space, I decided to just advance, to just launch into the deep. I wasn't hesitant. I was not over contemplating. This is one of the statements we got this year. Say over analysis leads to paralysis. So I was not over analytic. I was just willing to launch in. Like, I had to ask God to revive my heart again, revive my ability to dream. Anyone that knows me, I say jokingly, my mind is like a living volcano. So I'm always coming up with stuff. I'm always, I can do this. We have this idea. It is happening. At one time, everything just died because I think I was afraid, or I allowed uncertainty to cloud me in a lot of ways. But this year, I had to ask for grace to dream again, to believe again, to just launch and just, if you follow me, you see most times I post, advance forcefully. It's I can't remember the version. Speaking about when Jesus was saying that from the time of John the Baptist till now, the kingdom of God suffering violence, and the violence taken by force. And that transition says, and they advance forcefully. So I kept speaking it over me. I advanced forcefully. Even when it looked like things were against, I advanced forcefully. I launched into different things. I allowed myself to be a child again, to just believe that I can, wake up and enter into a lot of graces that I had left on the shelf. So that's my first Thanksgiving. I thank God for the grace to risk. But I thank God for the ability to key into His word for us in this season. I thank God for the ability to step into faith. It was a year of a lot, but we took time. We had different conversations on faith, on mighty works. Like, this is so long. I wanted it to be 3 minutes, but it's already 4 minutes. I just want to thank God for this season. I want to thank God for the ability to believe His word and advance, even when it doesn't look like it, even when it doesn't look like you're going to come out bright on the other side, and even if the promise doesn't hold a reward at the end of the day. But I thank God for just making my heart tender again, making me a child again. If you see a lot of my posts, I'll write happy child. I just thank God for bringing me back to being a child that can just throw herself and then believe that Father is going to hold her on the other side of the divide. So thank God for faith. Thank God for the ability to risk again. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.